Candidate running to represent you in Congress have a connection to a convicted child sex offender. Fox 4 reviewing Kurt Clawson's personal land holdings and coming across business records and government files suggesting a link between Clawson and a pedophile currently living in Utah. Foreigner Corner investigator Warren Wright is live to explain his findings. Warren?
Well, I reached out to the Clawson campaign and spoke with campaign manager John Yob. I wanted to know, how well do these two men actually know each other? Clawson's spokesperson said there isn't much to talk about, that Clawson simply rented the house to Borst and nothing more. Glenn Borst is a registered sex offender. He was convicted in 2004 of repeatedly raping, sodomizing, and sexually abusing a girl under the age of 13. The abuse was from May through September 2003. He's registered as living in this house, 2337 South Chestnut Circle in Saratoga Springs, Utah. Kurt Clawson purchased the house in 2006. One of Clawson's businesses was incorporated in Utah under the name Rewired CEO. This house is listed as the address for that corporation. I wanted to know why Borst was living there. I reached out to the Clawson campaign and spoke with John Yob, Clawson's campaign manager. Glenn Borst was living in this house, correct? Owned by Clawson, by Kurt? John Yob said Borst was just a renter, nothing more. But documents show the relationship between the two men took on a legal nature with this 2006 business transaction. I asked Yob about it in an email. He sent back this response. Quote, Kurt purchased a house in 2006 in Utah, and this person's wife was the realtor and power of attorney was granted in order to handle the transaction. They rented the house for Kurt as an investment property, and he, Borst, later lived there with a couple of other tenants when it wasn't being rented. When I called Clawson's campaign manager to follow up on the email, I pointed out the statement wasn't accurate. The document shows the power of attorney was granted to, the grantee was Borst, Glenn Borst, not the wife. Clawson's spokesperson insists there is no long-standing relationship between the two men, and they haven't spoken in several years. In fact, Clawson just sold the house last month, February 27, 2014. But Borst had a Facebook page liking Kurt Clawson. 10 hours after we contacted the Clawson camp about this story, Borst's Facebook page went dark. Do you guys have any contact with him? Does anybody or Clawson and your staff have contact with Borst? The campaign spokesman said no. Okay, so why did Borst's Facebook page go dark just 10 hours after we contacted the Clawson campaign about their connection? We couldn't find a way to contact Glenn Borst to get his explanation about any of this. Warren Wright, Fox 4, in your corner.
All right.